Hello, welcome to another episode of Diva Time. I'm Toni Homeperm.
My name is Olivia London, and we are your Diva Time Divas for tonight.
Yes.
Oh God, we've missed you guys so much. We've come up with so much stuff to let you guys know about. We have some amazing guests on the show tonight.
We have been working like crazy. For all of you, so we decided to up our game. So you're going to see some brand new intros and outros. We've been working like crazy, girl.
We've been designing the whole show. We've been everything. Producing a talk show is a lot harder than we actually ever imagined.
Who knew? Who knew?
Whoever knew. But let's go ahead and get crazy with you guys. Let's go ahead and get in some hot topics and some crazy things that are going around the world. Toni, it's time for
Diva News Network.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry.
No,
Technical difficulties.
We had some testicle difficulties.
It's a medical term. That's a medical term.
I can say that. I won't have to put money in the swear jar.
She doesn't have to put money in the swear jar. Oh, goodness.
Again, my name is Olivia London, and I'm here with my fabulous co-host,
Toni Homeperm.
And we are here to give you some crazy updates on some of the news that's going on in this world. But some positive feedback to Victoria's Secret we're going to start out with. Victoria's Secret, they recently hired their first transgender model.
Yes.
So everyone clap. Go ahead, clap.
Hooray for
Go ahead.
Victoria's Secret for doing the right thing.
Victoria's Secret is a great, and the transgender awareness and them going ahead and just saying, listen, we don't care about anyone. We don't care about the stigma. We are going to do what we want. We're going to do what's right. And we're going to give transgender people the awareness that they need.
And we actually just did a benefit on Saturday for the Transgender Day of Remembrance that is held on Long Island every November, which remembers transgender people who have been unfortunately taken from us too early. So that was a wonderful experience for Olivia and I, and seeing this in the news is just it just fills my heart with joy.
Absolutely, and that was actually a great show that we did.
It was
we had a lot of fun doing it. We met a lot of awesome people, and let me tell you, Toni Homeperm did some Aretha Franklin, y'all.
Yes, she did.
If you haven't seen it, go
on my
ahead,
page,
on her
Toni Homeperm.
Facebook, Toni Homeperm. It'll be right
watch
there.
It, yes.
Natural woman, right?
Yes, natural woman.
But anyway, back to Victoria's Secret. They recently hired Valentina Sampaio.
Yes.
She's a Brazilian native, and she's 22 years old. So congratulations to her. And again, we really thank you so much,
Props
Victoria's
to her.
Secret.
Props to Victoria's Secret.
Absolutely.
Yes. Well, we have some news about Miley Cyrus and Liam Hemsworth. Yes. They are Splitsville.
Oh, my God.
Yes, I know.
Well, I kind of knew it.
You did? Did she call you, girl? Is she giving you the hot tea on the splits?
Right.
Well, they've been together a long time. Actually, they met in 2009. They were on again, off again. And, but Miley, she can do no wrong. I mean, she gets on that wrecking ball and she's swinging around in her bra and panties and work boots. And if I did that, they would probably call the police. Can you imagine seeing me on that wrecking ball?
I could imagine seeing you on that I think we got a surprise.
Oh, there I am on the wrecking ball. I came in like a wrecking ball.
Oh, listen.
Oh.
Don't play with Toni Homeperm.
Don't play with her.
She is stealing all of the gigs, okay?
I think they got my good side, but yes.
I love that picture, by the way.
So, yeah, I know, so do I. But unfortunately, they've split up. They say they will remain friends. They have animals that they're parenting together. I don't know how that works with pets, but they said they're going to do it. And, Miley actually says even though she was in a relationship with Liam Hemsworth, she is still very attracted to women.
Oh, well, you know what? That's not surprising for someone who's basically naked performing on the
wrecking ball.
On the wrecking ball. So, congratulations to you guys, and hopefully you guys.
Hopefully they will, work it out, or maybe they'll just live happily ever after with someone else.
Right, but make sure you get that in a divorce to create everything that's going on with those pets.
I hope she had a prenup. She's got the money.
Yes. Next up, we've got an update for you guys. We're going back to Miss Kim Kardashian. Everyone, give it up for Miss Kim Kardashian. We are looking for sponsors. So Kim Kardashian, I hope you are watching this because we got some good news.
Or any of the sisters. We'll take any of that makeup. We're not picky.
Send it to us. Kim Kardashian, as we all know, she's been fighting a good fight with our justice system.
Yes.
You know, everything
Because
that's been
she's
going.
studying to be a lawyer.
She's studying to be a lawyer. So she recently was involved in this Toya Brown case. And if you guys don't know what that is, it's a 16-year-old girl who she was being pimped out, and she actually shot and killed. She says out of fear, she shot and killed the
person who was abusing her.
The person who was abusing her, and she was sentenced to life in prison. She's already served 15 years.
Yes.
But
half her life.
half her life.
Right, yeah.
But thanks to Kim Kardashian and a lot of her other supporters, Toya Brown has been released after 15 years of serving prison time for a crime she should have never been charged with.
No, absolutely
Absolutely.
not. Terrible.
And this is just one of the cases of how our justice system needs to change.
Where it's failed.
It's failed.
Yes.
You know, we need to get in touch with our local legislators, our local Congress people, anybody who is involved in making these laws and enforcing them. These people need to understand we need some changes. So.
And everyone out there, you need to vote.
Right.
You have the power. Vote.
Absolutely. I agree with that. So, but speaking of the Kardashians.
Speaking of the Kardashians, Kanye West, girl. Well, we were talking about this the other night. He was $53 million in debt. How do you get $53 million in debt? I mean, I was overdrawn like $20 on my checking account. How do you overdraw $53 million? It's crazy, right?
What's worse is the people that he owed, because I know somebody owed me $10. I'm knocking at your door.
I know. I'd be like, Kanye, where my $53 million? But he has turned himself around with his clothing line, Yeezy. Now, they're saying that it's going to make like almost $1 billion. $1
billion?
And personally, he'll like net like about $150 million.
Oh, God. So you know what that means.
And you know that why? Because the sneakers are $600.
$600 is the sneakers.
$600 for sneakers. Girl,
that are torn up,
Can we afford that yet?
Well, I can't. Unless they taking food stamps. I can't.
Can I pay for that Yeezy clothing with the EBT card, girl? I don't think so.
But no, I guess a lot more women will be basically kicked off stage for winning an award now that this man is going to be a billionaire. So you better watch it.
Watch out, Taylor Swift.
I'm only kidding.
He's going to try to take your award. Give it to Beyonce.
But
speaking of
Beyonce, there is some rumors in the air, and we heard that there might be a Destiny's Child reunion. So there might be a tour. Destiny's Child.
Say their name. Say their name.
Say their name. Say their name.
But actually, Kelly Rowland. This was late breaking.
Literally,
very late.
3 hours ago.
They asked her about it, and she said it was news to her.
She said she didn't know.
But who knows? Maybe she's, not saying anything because there's, secret deals going on because, they all want to make sure they get
the right amount of money.
They're
probably going to hire a robot to play Michelle because we know that she's often inclined to mess up or fall.
Yes. We just got to say quick hello. We have Tina Russo, Ivy Stoll,
hey, Ivy,
Loretta, hi Loretta, Patrice, LaBelle, we love you, LaBelle.
LaBelle, thank you guys so much for watching, tuning in.
Thank you.
To Diva Time.
Yes.
Continuing with this, I know there's this gets a little bit emotional, but I love this story.
Yes.
With Danny, the Danny Trejo. Is that how you spell his name?
Danny Trejo.
Trejo.
Yes.
He was recently involved in rescuing a child from a car accident.
That's
the car
right.
Was burning.
He's usually plays a movie villain.
Correct.
But he was a real life hero. He pulled a child right out of the car. The car had overturned in L.A. And he just jumped into action and pulled the baby out of the car. I think he had some help, but. I mean, he's not a young man either, and he didn't, hesitate for a moment. He just jumped out of his car and ran over there. The car was overturned, and he pulled the baby right out.
Risked his life for this baby. So
that was.
I think he deserves a round of applause. Yes. Give it up for Danny. Shoot.
He's a real life hero.
I hope he's around when I'm I'm ever trapped in a car.
Frida Cox is watching.
Hey, Frida. Hi, Frida. Our first guest
Frida.
On the show. We love you, and we have someone on the show, a special guest.
My husband Frank
that loves
watching.
You. Hey, Frank.
Is my hair okay, hon? Oh, he's gonna read me.
It's big.
He's gonna read me. Oh my.
But continuing a little bit more in the entertainment industry, Monica Lewinsky's story is going to be told yet again.
Yes.
In the famous series American Crime, they are going to be branching
American
out.
Crime Story, Season 3 on FX.
On FX. They will be branching out to the Monica Lewinsky stories, talking about her and Bill Clinton, what she's went through, and how sore her knees may be, and anything like that.
Careful, girl, careful. I'm going to grab my swear jar.
But she'll be played by the wonderful Beanie Feldman, which is kind of cute. So
Beanie Feldstein.
I'm sorry, Beanie Feldstein.
I'm half Jewish, I know. She's a Feldstein.
But
Not a Feldstein,
yes,
Feldstein.
she's a Feldstein.
Yes.
But look out for that one. That's going to be good.
Yes, and we're going to have some more interesting news about Beanie coming up a little later on. I think you're all going to be really interested to hear about that.
Absolutely.
Yes, but you know, it's almost time, girl, that I think we need to take a little break.
I think we need to take a little break. We need to cool off a little bit because it's hot in
Oh,
here.
Lord, I did get us fans, girl.
Oh, wait, I got a fan now. Hold up.
Yeah, I got you a fan, girl.
You know I'm always sweating.
I know,
and
I
stuff.
know.
You guys, stick around for some more Diva time here with myself, Olivia London.
And me, Toni Homeperm.
We'll be right back after these Diva messages.
Diva messages.
Some more wisdom. This is so enlightening, isn't it, Laura?
It is.
Okay, what about hip hop? Old school versus new school. Because you know,
Yeah.
her generation, they think they know stuff, but they
Y'all
don't know.
don't know nothing about hip hop.
Tell them about the struggle.
Don't know. You don't know Biz Markie and the Shirley Arena. You
got what I need.
You don't know Run DMC and Beastie Boys in Madison Square Garden.
No, what?
You don't know. You don't know. Putting your radio, your box, up against the speaker and hitting play and record at the same time. You got a tape with commercials and hip hop.
Hi, welcome back to Diva Time. My name is Olivia London. I'm here with my beautiful co-host.
Toni Homeperm.
And we are also here with some very special guests today. Let's let you guys introduce yourselves. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the people.
Hi, I am Leonexy Oyola, and I'm from the Bronx.
Yes,
Yes.
welcome to the show.
Hi, my name is Ovary Action from Strong Island.
Yes, go ahead.
Give
Welcome
it up for our guests.
Everyone give it up.
Leo and Ovary. Thank you for joining us tonight.
much
Thank you for having us.
Oh.
Thank you.
But
We're going to have a lot of fun.
before we can continue with anything, Toni is very strict about some things.
Yes.
And she wants to make sure anybody who comes on this show is
Yes.
nothing less than a diva.
Nothing less than a diva.
So, Toni, go ahead and
Yes, so we're all going to take the diva oath together. So please raise your right hands.
And I always
Smiling
do
to
it
the
with you
camera.
guys just
Yes.
to make it a little bit more calm.
Yes. I proudly affirm
I proudly affirm
to live my most absolute fabulous life
to live my most absolute
fabulous
fabulous life
as a Diva Time Diva
as a Diva Time Diva
with determination,
with determination,
intelligence,
intelligence,
vivaciousness,
vivaciousness,
and attitude.
And attitude. Yes. You are officially Diva Time.
Diva
Diva
Time.
Time.
Yes.
Just so everyone out there in the social
Cheers
world
of the
knows,
Alizé.
we are drinking some hot Alizé tonight, honey.
Sponsor us.
We are taking it back. Alizé, you better know about it. You better be about it. We are drinking some Alizé because this, honestly, ever since I was a child, I used to love this stuff. It's always great, and it's always like got me going. And if you ever see the show The Parkers with Monique, y'all know I love Monique.
Yes.
That was her
She
drink
loves her.
of choice, the Alizé.
Yeah.
It takes me back to high school.
Go
Back to the high school, like 2000.
Yes.
Everybody used to do that in high school. Not me. Not me. Not me. I never drank.
Not her.
Okay, I can tell by how good your makeup is. She never drank.
Now, yes, I'm sorry. Leo, you work in the Bronx at Eastside Settlement.
Eastside House Settlement. Yep.
Eastside House Settlement. And can you tell us a little bit about Eastside and what you specifically do there?
Sure, yeah. So I work in Eastside House Settlement. It's a nonprofit organization in the South Bronx, catering to the community, to the family in that community, in the South Bronx specifically.
Gotcha.
Through education, we do everything from child care services when they're little babies to senior centers.
Okay.
I specifically work with the young adults in the high school, and we specifically work in a transfer school, which is for students that are a little older, like overage and undercredited.
Gotcha.
And it's for a program called LTW, and we help them get jobs. We provide them with social emotional support.
Gotcha.
Everything under
terrific.
under that umbrella. And I specifically I'm very passionate about advocating for our LGBTQ youth
Yes.
in that
Give her
area.
a hand.
Yes, and
Seriously.
speaking of LGBTQ youth, we have our very own dear friend, Long Island non-binary drag queen, Ovary Action.
Hi, everybody.
Yes.
Yes.
And Ovary, being a part of this youth and being a part of this new movement in drag, what inspires your drag? What made you want to do drag?
Well, I first started off when I was about 9 or 10 doing musical theater. And when I was in musical theater, I was always just inspired by all the mics and the costumes and how everything works. And then when I was 17, I got asked to do stage crew for a production of La Caja Falls.
Right.
And that's where I was introduced to drag. And I saw all the Cajels, the drag queens, going up on stage. And I was like, I want to
was
be that
hooked.
some way.
That was it.
I want to be
That was
like
it.
that.
It was like a drug.
Okay.
And then 3 years later, I decided, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to get up and perform. So then 20 years old, I got my first booking, and 21 now, we've gone through there.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
And we have a lot of people watching us. We have Bonnie Pettit.
Hi, Bonnie.
Arlen, your mom.
Hi, Mommy.
Oh,
Erica.
wow.
We have Cassandra.
Hey, Cassandra.
Ricardo Rodriguez. Hi, Ricardo.
I just want
Thanks
to say
for
something really quick.
watching.
Cassandra Campbell, I love you so very much. She
loves her so much.
She is a great friend of mine, and she's always a supporter of mine in the show and the whole drag community. So we love you, Cassandra Campbell. Thank you so much for watching, and we love everyone. But
We love everyone,
we love you, Cassandra.
Especially Kat.
especially people who sponsor us.
Yes.
We love them the most.
Yes, you can
No,
come
I'm
put
kidding. I'm kidding.
Cash App, Venmo.
Yes.
I am here for it.
Yes.
But Ovary, back to you really quickly. I know you know a lot of drag queens.
Oh,
Oh,
she
yeah.
does.
Personally.
She does.
Who is your favorite, or will you get in trouble? Who's
I
your
know who.
favorite?
I know who her favorite is.
I will get in trouble for this, so I'm just going to say, everybody,
She loves them all.
Well,
She loves them all equally.
what is one drag queen that you really enjoy hanging out with when you see them?
honestly, I love hanging out with Honey Davenport and Yuha Hamasaki.
Oh, yeah.
From Drag Race, I would say those are two that I'm fortunate enough to be close with them.
And Olivia and I, we did a show with Honey Davenport.
I actually,
Yes.
before she actually became
On
a big
Drag Race.
star on Drag Race,
That's
she
right.
did my show,
Yeah.
our Winter,
Winter
Spectacular.
I remember I saw her on the
poster.
Yeah, she did our show. She came out and did a great show.
She also did Bronx Pride. And
Oh,
I was
she
gagging
did.
for that. Oh my
Yes.
God.
Yes.
She is literally amazing. Like, she made me broke after the show, but she was, it was totally worth it. Like, she's literally amazing. So,
Amazing.
Honey Davenport, good job to you, and good job on all your success, honey.
Speaking of fun, girl, it's time for some fun and games.
Oh, let's have some fun and games,
Some
y'all.
fun and games.
So, we came up with a beautiful game to play. One of my favorite games when I'm not in drag. It's called Cards for Humanity, but we kind of threw a little twist, a little drag twist on it.
Yes.
So everyone get ready. It's time for Drags Against Humanity.
Actually, it's Drags for Humanity.
I'm sorry. I didn't know that the
we don't want to get sued, girl.
I'm sorry.
Drags for Humanity, but it's all good.
I didn't know that we changed.
We didn't
the
say
name.
it.
Go ahead. No, but in this game,
Grab some
basically,
cards and a pen.
what we're gonna do is we're gonna ask you all some questions, and Tony is gonna play with you guys just
Yes,
to
I'm
make it
competing.
fair. But please understand that he doesn't know anything about what's going on.
No, she's clueless.
He doesn't have the upper. She doesn't have the upper hand or
No.
anything. So, let's get started with the first question. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Yeah,
What's our
I'm
first question?
Just remember that you're gonna write down your
Oh.
answers instead of having actual.
There's our
cards.
first question, girl.
So our first question: what is under RuPaul's wig?
What's under RuPaul's wig?
5,
Oh, wait.
4, 3, 2, and no, I'm kidding. You can take an extra second if you need to. Remember, the best answer is gonna win, and the 2 people that don't win have to drink. Are we ready?
We're ready.
Alrighty. So, Leonexy, what did you come up with?
Oh my God, so much pressure. Okay, so I put spiders.
Yeah.
And let me explain. Let me
girl.
explain. Okay, so I'm thinking of that famous Sasha Velour moment, right?
Yes.
Roses.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, got you.
Okay.
But imagine
Spiders.
Can you see it though?
What, is it because RuPaul is older?
It's because she's the queen.
If it was RuPaul, though, shouldn't it be like money?
Oh,
It
yeah,
could
you're
be
right.
money. You know, that would have been a better answer.
No, I like the spider situation.
All right.
Okay, spiders.
Ovary, what did you come up
I
with?
put the camera that's rolling because
The camera that's
the
rolling.
pearl
Oh,
situation,
yes.
Nothing you say matters unless the
it's-
camera
that's
is rolling.
rolling, that's
and I
right.
have a theory. She probably has the mic underneath her wig with the producers
course.
feeding her the lines of what to say.
Yes,
In her
of
ear,
course.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And I said, a man. Well, duh.
Okay, now
Isn't
this
it
makes
obvious?
this makes it very hard for me because now I have to choose, who wins, and this is very hard. But Toni Homeperm wins that round. Go ahead, Toni.
Yes.
She's a woman.
Yes. What's our next question, girl?
Our next question, or actually statement:
Oh.
Netflix and blank.
Ooh, Netflix and blank.
I have a few funny ideas.
I bet you do, girl.
I just have to take my wig off because it get hot. You know.
This is a toughie.
Are we good?
We're good.
Alrighty. Toni Homeperm, you're gonna go up.
Oh, I'm gonna go first. I said Netflix and undo the corset. that's how I chill. Okay.
Yes. Ovary, what did you put?
Netflix and Chipotle and Starbucks, because if anyone knows me, we all know I love a good combo
that
of my
sounds
strawberry
good.
acai refresher and my steak burrito bowl with the lettuce, and you got the steak, the black beans, the white rice, and the pico de gallo, and my chips. And I will be watching Family Guy or Orange is the New Black, just eating, sipping my tea, and watching the
I thought
drama.
I was a
That's
big
it?
girl.
Yeah.
Big girl
What
steps
else?
right there.
What
Give it up time.
Yes. And what did you come up with, Leo?
I put Netflix and take the 5 train to 149th and 3rd Avenue at 8 a.m.
Well, I think we found our winner for the second question.
The queen.
This is my life every
God.
morning, and that's what I do. That's when I watch my Netflix. That's
She
when I
said-
catch up on my shows.
She said, I got stuff to do.
That's right.
Go ahead
Right.
to our winner of that round. Next question.
We gotta be quick. We gotta be quick. What's our next question?
What's our next question? Drag queens today just don't value blank.
Okay, time's up.
Time's up. What did you come up with, Leo?
Skip me because I'm still thinking.
All right, Ovary.
Ovary.
I didn't write it, but I have it in my head.
What is it? What is it?
I would say they don't just food.
Okay.
Because like a lot of them look really, really good and always focus on how they look. And then there's me putting food in my mouth at every 5 seconds.
Girl, and
So that's something I value.
I
And you
was
can clearly
thinking,
see it. Look at my fat rolls.
I was thinking of Olivia London because I said time management. Speaking of which, girl, guess what?
We gotta go to break. But when we come back, Tony gonna be wearing another wig, okay? Because I'm ripping that one off.
Don't do it, girl. My husband will kill me if I come home without my wig.
Frank, I am so
We will
sorry.
be right
What's
back with
about
some
to
more Diva
happen?
time. My name is
right
Olivia
back.
London.
And I'm Toni Homeperm.
And we'll be back with our special
right back
guest.
after these messages.
The sun is getting warmer, but when we soar away among the clouds, the sky is just a border. But when we're floating up like helium.
Dropping gems from Keisha Christian. She's on a mission, sharing information, knowledge for soul, body and mind. Dropping gems, KeishaGems.com, KeishaGems.com.
Welcome back to Diva Time. I'm Toni Homeperm.
Hello, my name is Olivia London.
And welcome back to the only drag Kiki show on TV.
Yes, it is. Yeah. And aren't we having a good Kiki tonight?
Yes, we are. We're here with our good friends Leo and Ovary Action. And we've just been having a great time with them. We just had a fun. We were playing drags for humanity because we didn't want to get sued, so we had to change things up.
Sorry.
Sorry.
And I'm supposed to be the legal one on the council here.
Yes, you're giving me very bad legal advice, girl. Very bad legal advice. I want my retainer back. Oh,
I
but
spent it on a new wig, girl.
now it's time for girl. You know what's my favorite thing.
She gets all wet.
Ooh, it's a medical term. It's a medical term. Don't demonetize us. Don't demonetize us. It's right. It's time for Bougie or Busted.
Bam. I love it.
Well, now Olivia and I have been testing out this new Milani concealer.
Correct.
Yes, here it is.
I love
so
it.
I got the. Now, Leo, Ovary, do you ever use concealer?
Oh, yes.
Do you have a favorite concealer?
So actually, my favorite is Tarte. Because
the
that's the one
Tarte?
that I
Same.
use.
Get out of
This
here.
full coverage a little
Yes.
goes a long way.
Yes.
It does.
Yes.
Oh, my
Same with the
gosh.
Milani.
Yes,
Same
100% with
And so
Milani.
I'm in my that's my age, and so what happens is I basically my eye bags are starting to like pop up, and I have little wrinkles here, because I shouldn't be taking care of my skin as much as I should.
Right.
And
Yes.
so that like seriously is like non-existent when I do my face.
Right.
True.
So I'm really interested in trying the Milani because I heard the same exact thing, that it's full coverage and that it's just like the Tarte one.
It
and if I
is.
could save a
It
few
is.
bucks, like
that's
I might
what
as well
I'm
go
saying.
that
Yes,
way.
the Milani is only $7.99.
Oh my goodness.
You know, and
Literally.
if they're having a sale, you can
Really?
probably get it for like half off. And
Oh my gosh.
it really is a dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape. However,
Or if you guys sponsor us, you could just send it to us for free.
exactly. But Olivia and I did discover a con.
Yes, we
Yes.
found some
And
flaws.
Maybe we could bring up that other picture of the foundation, of the
Right.
concealer. Yeah, look at the shade range. It's all light.
Yeah.
I
don't
mean,
like that.
there's only 18 shades. I mean, the top row is almost completely the same.
Correct.
There's almost no medium and very little in deep and nothing in deep dark.
Right.
And I mean, in an age where Tarte Shape Tape has 30 colors, Fenty has
Fenty.
50 colors
Fenty has a lot, yes.
in the concealer
Ooh.
range.
Right.
So that's a con. So I would have to say that as far as bougie or busted, it's bougie as far as the formula and the consistency, but Milani, you're busted as far as the shade range
Oh, yeah.
foundation. The shade range.
Absolutely.
Maybe
'Cause
more variety with the shades.
I
They
agree with
do.
that.
It's like, you know, the medium and deep dark is like sorely lacking. Sorry, Milani.
Right,
Yeah.
and as someone as like, you know, I'm a woman of color sometimes I'm a man of color, but I'm a woman of color. But that's the biggest issue that I have. Sometimes I'll go into like a Walmart or a Walgreens or something, and they don't have my shade in something, and it really bothers me. And I'm like,
Of course.
how is this possible? You know, like,
course.
there's a lot of people out.
And if it
in
was
the world.
available to people that it matches their skin tone, they'll buy it.
And you'll make
Buy it and
money.
you'll make money. It doesn't make any sense.
So-
it doesn't make any sense.
It's definitely something that you
So-
have to consider.
Yeah, so bougie as far as the actual product, but busted for the shade range foundation. Sorry, Milani.
So
yeah.
I'm sorry, you guys are like, you know,
Yeah.
negated out. So
Yeah.
we do love you if you send
Yes.
us money, but that's another story.
Now, speaking of bougie, we've got to talk about our bougie look of the week. Can we bring up
I'm
that
so excited
picture?
to see this.
Yes, there she
Yes,
is. Beyonce
girl.
at the Lion King premiere. Now,
she is giving them a look. honey.
she
That's
was
big.
flawless.
Correct. She is.
Everything was on point. Hair, make. Oh, there she is with little Blue Ivy, her daughter, who's worth $10 million on her own.
I mean,
She can.
Mommy could ask. She could ask Blue for a loan.
alone.
She really could.
Let me
know?
borrow $10. Really, that'd be me.
I
if I was
know.
her, if I was her aunt, girl, let me borrow $20
need a
real
nanny?
quick.
Yes, but yes,
I
but
can babysit her.
so
Shoot.
we're giving Beyonce the award for bougie look of the week because she was just. It was sickening.
You look phenomenal,
That was
Beyonce.
sickening.
No.
we
Now,
love you, babe.
We've got to talk about our busted look of the week. Can we go to that next picture?
We talked about her earlier.
We talked about her earlier.
Girl, we're
Here
gonna
she
have to drag
is.
you on live television.
Bernie. Beanie,
that?
Beanie
Beanie
Feldstein.
Feldstein.
We
See,
keep
sorry,
messing up her name. You call her
Beanie.
Feldstein.
I called-
Feld or whatever.
Whatever.
But look at this outfit. I mean, did her grandmother dress her?
has no
now, this is
shame.
the only thing that made up for it. She had Ben Platt as her eye candy arm accessory.
I mean, she looks like she's wearing her little Bo Peep costume. Right? Like a few years ago.
It's
See how
terrible.
gooey- You know how the style comes back? She tried.
She tried it.
Horrible.
But my whole thing is like, it actually offended me that she showed up with that really cute guy looking a mess.
Ben
I know,
Platt.
right?
Well,
I mean,
well, you know, it's always good to show up with your gay best friend.
You're right, I
Because
guess.
you'll never look bad.
like, let me say,
I guess that's why I always show up with Caesar Ochoa wherever I
Of
go.
course.
her dress had no shape at all.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, where is her figure? Where is her curves? Where are the feminine features? I don't see anything. I just see a potato sack.
Question.
Exactly.
Does she sachet or does she stack?
Oh my God.
Oh, sachet.
Sachet for sure.
Beanie.
Bye, girl. Bye.
Beanie, I'm
She
sorry.
gotta go.
That's like a first episode.
RuPaul be like, girl, you're cut. And I'm calling
Sorry,
the police.
not sorry.
You're going to jail.
The first eliminee of season 12 of Drag Race was just what we just saw.
Yes.
That's right. Now, Leo, do you ever have to give the young people that you mentor advice about their appearance and attire when they're going on job interviews, maybe for the first time?
All
maybe?
the time. I'm so glad you mentioned that because we're revamping
I'm so
our new. Tony's on it. She's been doing her homework.
She don't play games. Huh?
Well,
Not
no,
the
yes,
game.
it's interesting that you mentioned that because they just want to make money. So they don't care how they show up to an interview.
Oh,
but
that's
it's
not good.
so much more beyond that. Like, I want them to become professionals.
Correct.
These are
Oh,
kids
yeah.
in the Bronx that don't know a lot about it. They don't know what type of, footwear to wear.
Right.
And so anything, I don't care if it's a Foot Locker interview or I don't care if it's in Panera Bread, you gotta look your best.
Absolutely.
And so it has nothing to do with being hired for the job because like if you apply for like a Foot Locker, you're probably gonna rock some cakes. Like, you're gonna take that risk.
Correct.
But it's different because we want to show them that they are professional. And the first thing to do is you have to look like a professional. Let me tell you something, not to toot my own horn, but I be looking fabulous every day.
Give it up for Olivia.
Doesn't she look fabulous
I'm not even
today?
joking.
It's amazing.
I'm showing up with it. The kids call this the purple swirl.
Purple swirl,
Yes.
Purple
Like
swirl,
Shanae
give it
said,
up.
I'm not with the
point.
swirl. She's with the purple
Yeah,
swirl,
it's
girl.
all about-
Said
yes.
what she said.
It's all about, like, I have a sleeve full of tattoos. I have piercings. You could still do that in a tasteful way and still land the
Absolutely,
job.
absolutely.
You know what I mean?
110%.
We've got to ask you, what lipstick are you wearing?
Oh my gosh,
It's
so
gorgeous.
I'm wearing ColourPop.
Oh,
I love color
You
pop.
gotta be cheap, but you gotta be cute.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
I can't do the Cardi B thing, but
Yes.
okay.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? When I don't have the lipstick on, I can't do that. I can only pull it off when I have
Yes. Oh, yes.
Yes, girl, work.
Olivia London, you need that color.
I need that
would look
color
great
and that
on you.
I have it
lipstick.
in my purse. I'm gonna give it to you.
Thank you,
Watch
baby.
you roll that tongue like a Hispanic.
Oh, my.
Oh,
I'm gonna sound
great.
like a Puerto Rican after this.
I love it. Yes.
No, honestly, no. Seriously, it's really an awesome thing what you're doing, working with
Absolutely,
the children,
absolutely.
and building them up because these are life skills that they're going to take and they're going to hone these for the rest of their lives. So that's something that they're
Yes.
absolutely going to need. By the way, who's your favorite drag queen? Because I know you love drag. You are a very proud supporter of a drag queen.
I am.
Let me tell you guys a quick a story. Her organization actually hired me to go and perform at an organization she worked so hard. She put it together. And same day I call her, I'm like, girl, I can't get out of work, but I can send you one of my favorite drag queens and a good friend of ours, Ruby Monroe.
Ruby Monroe.
Everyone loves to go ahead and give it up
Fabulous.
for
She
Ruby
was
Monroe.
amazing.
She was amazing.
She is the best dancer on Long Island.
Literally, Ruby, threw her wig on. She didn't
death
put makeup on
drops
because she's so
and-
beautiful.
oh, she's
but
amazing.
Ruby, jumped in her car and she got there as quickly as she could, and she did a great performance.
And let me
Turn
tell you,
it
those
out.
kids were gagging. They were
I
losing
know,
for
I
it.
know.
I got the call.
Cheering.
I got the call.
They've never seen a queen before, and that is what I want to expose them to.
Correct.
So, like, if you identify as a queer, like, there's channels that you can go. There's people that you can seek out to. There's organizations that can help you.
Right,
And
absolutely.
there's adults. So yes, definitely, that was an amazing opportunity. I'm so thankful for you and for bringing Ruby. I know you couldn't make it, but you still turned it out. You
Thank
still
you.
helped out.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, so that was amazing. My favorite drag queen, let me tell you, it's Raja.
Okay. Okay.
Raja changed my life.
Go ahead. Talk about it.
I was a naive, little insecure, low self-esteem fat girl living in a college campus, in a Christian college at that.
Oh gosh.
Yes.
God rest your soul, girl.
And Raja just I snuck out of campus one night and I went to see her at Escuelita, which no longer exists. It's a club.
I used to
and
love Escolitas when I
this
was in
was
the
right
city.
before she won, and I was like, I know she's gonna win. I know she's gonna win, so I'm gonna go and I'm gonna congratulate her and I'm gonna tell her how much she's changed my life. And I managed to do that, and ever since then, like she was so amazing. She was so welcoming. I remember I went all the way over there and I couldn't even get in. I forgot my ID.
Get the
I
heck
pull that off
out.
all the time. I go all the way over there and I forgot my ID.
I
And
do that
I
often
was like so upset, but here she comes, like a tall guy, beat face with his suitcase. excuse me. And I was like, oh my God, there she is, Raja. So I pulled him aside and he was so kind enough to hear me out.
Right.
And I told him, I'm like, I need 5 minutes with you. And I spoke to him and then he goes, okay, come, let's go inside. She's with me. And it was like the entourage. I was like welcomed into the back while she was beating her face. And I was able to tell her how I felt. And I was like, listen, I'm a Christian, girl,
Right.
cisgender. I don't know who the hell I am,
Right.
But you managed to make me feel like I am a beautiful human being. And so he welcomed it. It brought tears to his eyes. Like, I will never forget it. It was such an intimate moment.
Right.
And I reminded him about it a few years after that, and he still remembers.
That's
And
beautiful.
yeah, so it definitely Raja. She's one of the older queens, but I lived for the first few seasons.
Older.
Yes.
I feel very attacked.
You're 21 years old.
She's beautiful.
I'm only 21. Don't
No.
say anything, Ovary.
No, but that's
Your drag
really
auntie is
awesome.
warning you.
You're 15.
I love Roger too. I thought you were gonna say that Olivia London was your best drag queen.
Well, I
so-
mean,
Just kidding.
So, well, you know, I think we need to take a little break right
Yeah.
now, girl, because we need to hear from some of our sponsors. We need sponsors. Sponsor us, please.
And we need to drink some more Alizé.
Alizé,
Everyone,
Alizé, yes.
toast to a wonderful
Yes.
time on Diva Time.
Yes, toast.
We'll be right back with some more Diva
We will be
Time.
right back after these words.
Some more wisdom. This is so enlightening, isn't it, Laura?
It is.
Okay, what about hip hop? Old school versus new school. Because you know,
Again.
her generation, they think they know stuff, but they
Y'all
don't know.
don't know nothing about hip hop.
Tell them about the struggle.
Don't know. You don't know Biz Markie and the Shirley Arena. You got what I need. You don't know Run DMC and Beastie Boys in Madison Square Garden.
No, what?
You don't know. Putting your radio, your box, up against the speaker and hitting play and record at the same time. You got a tape with commercials and hip hop.
Hi all, welcome back to Diva Time. My name is Olivia London. I am here with my phenomenal co-host.
I'm Toni Homeperm. Thanks for joining us on Diva Time, which is the only live drag kiki on TV, right, Olivia?
Absolutely, and are we having a kiki, everyone? Are you guys
Yes.
enjoying the show? I sure hope so. If you are, please comment below. You can tweet us at Diva Time Diva. You can inbox us on Instagram at Diva Time Diva. You can email us at divatimediva@gmail.com. But always remember, it's Diva Time Diva, because ain't nothing nothing but divas around here.
That's right. And we're here with our wonderful guests, Leo and Ovary Action. We've been having a lot of fun with them, and a lot of people are watching. We have Lady LaBelle, Cassandra Campbell, my husband, of course, Zoe Dunford. Hi,
Zoe!
Zoe. Zoe Dunford, Tina Russo.
Tina!
Liliana Rubio.
Zoe, you got to make me one of those cartoon characters.
Yes.
I love them.
I
gotta
want
make
one
that.
too.
Please.
Bonnie Pettit, my friend Gracie Steele. Loretta is watching.
Love you,
Julia
Loretta.
Danielle. Thank you all for tuning in and watching.
We appreciate it.
Yes,
Please.
we love you all.
Share so
Share,
everyone can
please,
see this
share.
wonderful, epic show that we have going on here.
Yes.
So, before we begin, we
Yes.
want to give a special shout out to
Guest, one of the most famous divas of all time.
iconic
Yes.
divas. I was actually watching the documentary last night with Cesar Ochoa. It was amazing, like her whole life story and everything.
Yes.
Everyone give a wonderful happy birthday to Miss Whitney Houston. She looked good, honey.
Hey, queen.
Gone way
She
too
said-
soon.
Yeah,
too
gone
soon.
very soon, but we still feel your presence and your spirit on this earth, Whitney. So we love
Yes,
you, girl.
we love her.
Love her.
All right, so this is the time of the show where we get to break down to our audience and we get to level it out. We get to be personable.
We
with
got a
you
little
all.
real here,
We get a
girl.
little bit real. And this segment is especially real because we're going to be giving some live advice to someone on the show.
That's right.
One of our special guests. So please, if you have any comments or anything or any advice for her in her situation, please comment, like, share. Let us know what's going on. Let us know how we can help.
Because what time is it?
It's Diva time. And
And
it's time for Dear Divas.
Dear Divas. Ooh,
All
love
right.
that.
That was so cute. I
See,
love it.
we're stepping up our game, everybody.
We're not playing around.
Keep playing.
We got you dancing during the outros, okay? So, Ms. Ovary Action,
Yes.
I hear that you have been receiving some negative feedback
Yeah.
online with people making like blogs
Reddit.
about you. Tell us about what's going on.
So last week, a Reddit article surfaced about me being in the audience of a Yuha Hamasaki show. So I don't know if you've heard this thing. She does this YouTube show called Bootleg Opinions. I was fortunate enough to be in the audience of the live taping with her and Trinity K. Bonet in Los Angeles. She uploaded it to YouTube last week. And then I was on Twitter on Monday, and my friend, she messaged me to say, girl, there's this article about you. And I was like, I looked and it said, look at this girl. I'm not even a girl, I'm non-binary, so they flat out misgendered me.
Yes.
Look at this girl, this loud, straight, cisgender, cis girl. I'm like, I'm a non-binary queer person. That's a complete purpose misgendering. Look at this girl on Yuha's show. And then they portioned the clip to where it was like, they mentioned like, and next up we have Alaska. And I was like, my favorite! And then Yuha...
Because you were happy. You were
I was
happy.
so
You were
happy.
excited.
Right.
I was so excited because it was Alaska's leopard print. And then Yuha was like, meh, just like a full bullying thing. And then people were commenting on her video themselves. God, this is why we shouldn't allow cis white straight girls to be at shows.
But wait, I do know that she defend you? Didn't she jump in and defend you?
She did.
Which is awesome. Give
Yes.
a round of applause
Ooh,
to
Alaska?
her.
For you, huh?
Yuha.
She's awesome. No, honestly, like bullying is unacceptable in any shape, any way, any form. So, what else happened? What else, transpired?
And then I was reading comments, and then there was this one, which I think might end up being someone I know. I think I know who wrote it. I'm not going to say names. But it said,
Girl,
oh.
you ain't gonna say names. Girl, you
I
on live
Not on our
television.
show, girl.
Who knows
We
that
can't
person's
afford the
watching?
legal fees.
But it was like,
Let them remain
say
nameless.
Tell her the name
so
of it.
Voldemort said, oh, I know that girl. It's that annoying ass fan from, shh, I just said a swear word. Let me put
It's
the money
okay.
in your
It's
jar.
okay. It's okay.
That's an annoying fan from Long Island. She goes to all of Alaska's Beachman shows. She even told Alaska how much money she spent on her. Okay.
Which is a lie.
Which is a big fat lie because, first of all, finances is nobody's business.
Right.
Why would I tell Alaska how much money I spent on her? I don't even know how much money I've spent on that girl.
Right.
And then they said, she is a secondhand embarrassment to me. She does not deserve to go to shows.
Wow.
And Alaska hates her.
Now, Leo, what advice do you give the LGBTQ youth that you work with when they are being bullied or harassed?
Okay, so in the school setting is a little different because you got to keep it professional, right?
Right.
You can't really say what you really want to because
True.
sometimes when you develop relationships with these kids, they're your everything and you want to protect them. You're like a mother with the cubs, right?
Correct.
So you get very defensive. I take it very personal.
Correct.
When I see any derogatory terms or any body language towards some kids,
Right.
and I quickly try to nip it in the butt. Let's say in the hallway during a transition to class or something. That's when things usually happen. Like, what's the problem?
Right.
What is the problem?
Right.
You know, and
Nip it right in the bud.
right, it has to be done very quickly.
Correct.
And you know, after that we take there's you know, school climate and culture that, you know, those are things that we have to also pay attention to. But me personally, I don't mess with that, and I take it very personal, and I try to nip it in the bud right away.
Right.
That's good.
It starts with staff. You got to train the staff. You got to make sure that they are aware with
100%,
pronouns,
yep.
that they are aware with
Very important.
terms and everything, because this means everything to our kids. And if a kid is being picked on in the hallway and a teacher's not doing anything about it, that's a huge problem. And that's something else that I take very personal.
Correct.
And so training needs to happen for everybody, not just the students, not to teach them how to approach a student that's LGBTQ or that identifies as non-binary. That needs to be taught by everybody. Everybody needs to learn that.
Absolutely.
However, in Ovary's case, first of all, bad publicity is not bad publicity, all right? You are put in the spotlight, okay?
Yes, they put-
And you're put in the spotlight for a reason, okay?
Right.
So you're being talked about, and it doesn't matter. This is like a Brangelina moment. You know how they were in bad publicity for a while, and then eventually everything happened, and they're still these superstars.
It came out as a
Yes.
really good thing for them.
I really do feel that you're being recognized, Ovary, and that you should take that as an advantage. For
Thank
real,
you.
you should.
That's right.
Like right now, it's difficult to see that because, you know, they're falsely accusing you. And not only that, but they're falsely like calling you by a gender that you don't identify. So of course you're gonna take that personal.
Absolutely.
You know, so I could see that, but there's also people that feel the same way that I do very strongly and stood up for you. So that's amazing. So I feel that you should look at that and look at the positive side of that. You know? And
However,
you.
as an entertainer, unfortunately you do have to develop a thick skin.
Correct.
So Olivia and I, we can both
Tell you
about that. You just have in this business, you just have to learn to develop a thick skin and just not let all those comments affect you, because it will only hurt you. You have to just let it go. Don't dwell on it. Don't think about it. They're not worth it. Am I right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's right.
If any advice I could give you, and the ladies gave you some wonderful advice. Seriously,
Yes.
like you should know that there are people out there supporting you. But in reference to what Toni is saying, that you have to grow from this experience. You have to take this and almost laugh in their face, and in a way that you're not really laughing in their face, but you're just shining in their face. And now you're in their face no matter what. One thing I loved about Lady Gaga, and I never really was a huge fan of hers until I found out about this, she told her boyfriend who dumped her before she became famous, "Don't worry. You can say all you want about me, but you will see me on every TV screen all around this
And
world."
she was
was
right.
right.
She was right.
Well, she was right. And
Yes.
one thing I do want to say in reference to this particular situation is the LGBT community, I'm finding, and I'm in it myself, so I'm finding that the LGBT community is they're a very oppressed community, but within themselves, they oppress each other.
True.
If you don't look like
Yeah.
this, you aren't doing drag. If you don't have
true.
lashes, if you don't have on 18 inches or more, you practically bald. I'm not bald tonight. I was bald last night, but I'm
I'm
not
never bald,
tonight. You know what I mean? So, you know, those things are, you know, these are things that we should work on as a community to change, because
Absolutely.
we can't single each other out. We've been singled out for hundreds of years, and we're continuing to be singled out. So we can't allow these people to win and get us to do what they've been doing to us for hundreds of years. So I really, really appreciate this, and I hope this advice helps you.
Yes.
I hope that you take this and you become the biggest star ever.
Thank you.
And absolutely. So
Thank you so much.
anytime, we love you.
Yeah. And now, quickly, we just need to talk about our Queen of the Night.
Oh,
so if we can show who our Queen of the Night is.
Drum roll, please.
Drum roll. Queen of the Night, actor Richard Gere.
Woo!
Yes.
Up for Richard Gere.
He took food supplies by boat to some rescued migrants that were stranded in the Mediterranean. He did this on his vacation. There were about 121 people that were stranded on this boat. They had no food, no water. There were men, women, children, and he just took time out of his own vacation just to go and help these people. He wasn't looking for publicity. The publicity just happened to find him.
Right.
You know, he's a great humanitarian. He does things for the environment. He does things for AIDS research. He was actually banned. He's banned from China for advocating for human rights in Tibet.
Absolutely.
So
That man deserves a hand.
Richard Gere.
That's someone who is focused on humanity.
Yes. Well, girl, unfortunately, we're just about at the end of the show.
That's it.
Yeah, I know. It's so terrible.
It's so terrible. Ladies, did you
Yeah.
have fun here
I
with
had
us
so
at Diva
much
Time?
fun.
We all need to stand up and show off
gotta stand up.
our fabulous outfits, don't you think?
Don't we look amazing, everyone?
Yes, Olivia
Do
and
we
I
look
are
amazing?
we're both in yellow.
Me and Tony want to thank you so much for
Yes.
coming on the show.
Thank you, everyone.
For tuning in and watching Diva Time. We'll see you next Monday at 10 o'clock for more Diva Time with myself, Olivia London, and
Toni Homeperm.
thanks for watching, you guys. Hey, we gotta do a little dance. That's it.